Hi, I'm Peter Chung. I'm sitting down here with Ashley Wu, who's one of the sports editors here at the Yale Daily News. So Ashley, you're here to tell us a little bit about this upcoming week in Yale sports and what happened this past week. So what's new in the world of Yale sports?
Well, football just played at Lehigh last weekend, winning 27-12. It was actually the first game all season where Yale has not trailed, and this was despite the unavailabilities of Bo Hines, Chandler Rich, and Robert Clemens III. Running back Deshaun Salter made his first start and had 233 yards, and on the defensive end, Matthew Oblinger had 11 tackles and 2 sacks.
Wow, that's pretty impressive. And was this because Yale was playing a particularly poor team, or because they are doing very well for this season?
Well, Lehigh has historically been a pretty good team from the Patriot League, but this is also a very good Yale team that was picked third in the preseason Ivy League media poll, and they're looking to really build on last season's efforts and make a run at the Ivy League title this year.
Great. Moving on to volleyball, so what happened this past game?
Well, last weekend, volleyball played two games against Cornell and Columbia, and they came out with a sweep. So against Columbia, the team won 3-1, and against Cornell, they won 3-2. Yale actually trailed 2-0 against Cornell before mounting a rally to win 3 sets in a row. And it was really a demonstration of the veteran presence as well as the youth on the team this year. Kelly Johnson, a senior, had 22 kills against Columbia, and Kelly Worth, a freshman, had 16 kills against Cornell.
And finally, soccer. How did we do against our rival Harvard?
We had a really tough weekend against Harvard. Both teams lost to Harvard. The men's team scored first actually in the 6th minute. Nicky Downs had his first career goal, but they eventually fell 3-1. On the women's end, Harvard, the defending Ivy League champions actually, scored 3 goals in the first 5.5 minutes, but goalkeeper Rachel Ames ended the game with 7 saves for Yale.
Wow, thanks. And what do we have to look forward to for this next week of Yale sports?
Well, football has another big game coming up. They're heading to Hanover to face Dartmouth, and Dartmouth was actually predicted to finish second in the Ivy League preseason media poll, so they'll be a tough matchup for us. But if we are able to pull out a win, it'll be really good for our Ivy League chances this year. And then we have volleyball again on tap. Volleyball heads to Dartmouth and then Harvard, and Harvard will be an especially close game since Harvard and Yale finished both tied atop the Ivy League standings last year.
Well, great. Thank you very much for joining us here at YTV. For YTV, this has been Peter Chung and Ashley Wu reporting.
And just about every passing stat last year, and this summer he even made the National Player of the Year watch list for the FCS. So he's a transfer from Clemson who gained a lot of confidence last year, and I think he has a lot of promise to sort of continue that performance this year. His main 2 targets